When you eventually decide to build a good and healthy reading habit, the most important thing to consider right now is the timing or the kind of commitment you can have to reading a book. Now, if you decide to read one book a month, then you can actually work on a particular system that can make you achieve this goal very quickly. Now, for me in 2019 January, I realized that the average man reads 200 words per minute. And when I realized this, it was a deal breaker for me because I was able to plan my time to actually work with this particular discovery I have made. And the pattern I work with then was to every morning I make sure I read 30 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes before bed, which gives me a total number of 45 minutes to read a book. And then I made a couple of research also and discovered that an average book has about 60,000 words, and that means that an average book will have between 200 to 250 pages. And when I realized this, it was easy for me to plan and say, okay, per minute I have to read one page front and back, depending on what works for me, or 2 minutes one page front and back. And if I consider this properly, it gives me 15 pages for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on the system or the kind of book it is. Remember that I told you the art of reading, on how to understand the book to read and how to read it best. Now, understanding all these can actually help you plan your time properly. Now, I realize that the only excuse most of us have and why we don't read is because we keep giving this excuse that I don't have enough time to read. But if you can work with a particular system that allows you to pick a particular book and say every morning I must read 15 minutes, every night I must read 15 minutes, then this way you get to have a particular time of the day you've dedicated to reading a particular book. And this is where commitment comes into play. You need to commit to a particular time of the day to actually execute this particular goal of reading. And if you can do this successfully within the space of 15 to 18 days, you can actually finish one book. Like I actually did in 2020, I realized that reading a book a month is okay, but for me to be able to design better and become a better creative, I need to advance to reading 2 books. Now, this is the 14th of January and I'll be able to finish my first book, and I'll be advancing to the next book in a couple of days. So I realized that 30 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night gives me the space to finish a book between 14 to 17 days. And adding this together, it makes me finish 2 books in a month. I don't know if this has helped you in any way, but if it has and you can apply this to your life, please give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you next time. This video had too many excuses. Yeah, basically.